First senior tonight is Morton. He is accompanied by Rashawn Morton and Nathan Perry. His future plans is in the future I plan to carry my athletic and academics to college. And his favorite memory is when I dunked on someone in a game. Our next senior is Nathan Perry. He's accompanied by Rashawn Morton and Morton and Nathan Perry. His future plan is to play overseas. And his favorite memory is when we almost got to state. Our next senior is Zaire Rutherford. He's accompanied by his mother, Faith Rutherford. Our next singer is Zaire Rutherford. He's accompanied by his mother, Faith Rutherford. His future plan is going to college, and the accomplishment he's most proud of is graduating. Our next singer is Lucas Johnson. He's accompanied by his parents, Rosalind Johnson and Lawrence Johnson. His future plan is to go to college, and his favorite memory at Central was his junior year. This is senior Lucas Johnson. Our next senior is DeMarcus Hawkins. He is accompanied by Coach Lamar. His future plan is to attend a four-year college and play football. And his favorite memory is when we were 2 games from state. Senior DeMarcus Hawkins. Our next senior is LaDrew Jackson. His future plan is going to college. His favorite memory at Central is when we almost made it to state. He is accompanied by Coach Lamar. And our final senior of the evening is Taskett Walker Jr. He's accompanied by Coach Lamar. His future plan is going to college, and his favorite memory at Central was his first game day. Senior Taskett Walker.
And welcome to Central High School and tonight's varsity boys matchup between the Blue Eagles and the Lincoln Prep Blue Tigers. Starting lineups being announced for Lincoln Prep: EJ Betts, Israel Randall, Justin Pearson, Torrin Thomas, and Jayshon Jefferson starting for the Blue Tigers. And senior night for Central, the starting lineup starting with number 2, King Goldsby, number 4, Nathan Perry, Deontay Morton, number 11, 15, DeJuan Norton, and number 23, DeMarcus Hawkins. This is a rescheduled game from Tuesday's weather-induced cancellation. Lincoln Prep currently 3-0 in interscholastic league play. Central's lone loss in the IL coming to Lincoln last week. Torrin Thomas jumping for the Blue Tigers, and DeJuan Norton jumping for the Blue Eagles. Lincoln Prep going left to right on your screen. Central going right to left. And opening tip goes to Central, controlled by King Goldsby, gives it to Deontay Morton, inside to DeJuan Morton, who's called for a travel and an early turnover for the Blue Eagles. Central definitely has the size advantage down low, especially with Lincoln possibly not having Aaron Bedell today. Justin Pearson at the top of the key, swings it to EJ Betts, and he's getting called for a travel. Back-to-back turnovers by the Blue Eagles and the Blue Tigers to start today's game. Lincoln showing full court pressure. King Goldsby brings it up the court. Turnover stolen by a Justin Pearson. And we're going to get a foul called on number 11, Deontay Morton, for a hold. Not a bad foul, as it looked like a Justin Pearson might have had an easy layup without the foul. 30 seconds into the game. Justin Pearson guarded by Nathan Perry. Israel Randall drives baseline, kicks it out. Pearson for 3. In and out, rebounded by Deontay Morton, and here come the Blue Eagles. Morton, layup no good, gets his own rebound, pulls it back out. Deep 3 by DeMarcus Hawkins, that one long off the back iron. Offensive rebound by DeJuan Norton. Good defense by Torrin Thomas going straight up. Jayshon Jefferson saves it, throwing it off of Nathan Perry. A good series there by Central. Several chances after offensive rebounds, but unable to convert. A good job by Jayshon Jefferson towing the boundary and throwing the ball off a Blue Eagle. 0-0, 6:50 left in the first quarter. EJ Betts swings it to Pearson. Pearson brings it up top, gives it to Betts, guarded by Morton. Betts drives baseline, throws it to a cutting Randall. Randall throws up a layup, no good. Rebound by DeJuan Norton. Outlet pass to King Goldsby. Kick out, corner 3 for Perry. Just short. Offensive rebound again by the Blue Eagles. That shot by Morton, no good, and Torrin Thomas comes up with the pass. Pass stolen by Deontay Morton, and he has a breakaway layup and the first 2 points for the Blue Eagles. Subbing in for Lincoln Prep, number 12, Jeremiah Randall, and number 40, Chris Harmon. Israel Randall with the patented high socks. Gives it to Jefferson at the high post. Jefferson really coming on strong the last couple of weeks, averaging about 17 points a game the last couple of weeks. Randall uses the screen, tries to throw it to the cutting Jefferson, picked off by Hawkins, gives it to Morton, and Morton drives ahead, Euro step, and another 2 points on a layup for Deontay Morton, and the Blue Eagles have an early 4-0 lead. Randall swings it to Pearson. Jefferson at the elbow, faces the basket. Pull up, jumper, no good. Rebound by DeMarcus Hawkins, and the difference in the game so far is Central's dominance on the boards on both ends. Corner three for Perry, and he misses again. His second miss from the corner. Offensive rebound by Deontay Morton. His layup no good, and the Blue Tigers survive extra chances. Once again, Randall on the drive, passes to Harmon down low. Pearson at the free throw line drives, layup no good. Hawkins with another rebound. He throws it up ahead to Morton. And he slows it down as Lincoln Prep got back and Central did not have an advantage. King Goldsby to Perry on the wing. Gives it down low to Norton. Norton backs up. Might have had a travel, not called. And he powers in for two. And Lincoln Prep's going to take a quick timeout here as they trail the Blue Eagles 6-0. Coach Glasgow not happy with the Blue Eagles' effort and the multiple chances the Blue Eagles are getting on the offensive board. Again, it is senior night here for the Central Blue Eagles and their 6 seniors that were honored before the game. It'll be Lincoln Prep ball, 4:29 left in the first quarter, as Lincoln Prep has gone 3.5 minutes without putting points on the board. Justin Pearson brings the ball up the court. Gives it to Harmon. Harmon looking, can't find anyone, gives it back out to Pearson. Pearson drives, layup, no good, no foul called. Looked like he might have gotten hit on the arm, no foul called. Rebound by number 14, Taskett Walker. And here comes King Goldsby and the Blue Eagles. Wing three for Perry. This one off the mark. He's 0 for 3 from 3 today. Ja'Shawn Jefferson with the rebound, drives it. And we're going to get a foul on the floor as he drove the lane into 3 Blue Eagles. Second team foul on the Blue Eagles. It's called on King Goldsby, the freshman. Ja'Shawn Jefferson on the inbound, no good. Rebound by DeJuan Norton. And again, the Blue Eagles one and done on the offensive end. King Goldsby defended by Randall. LaDrew Jackson, cross court. Goldsby in the corner, tries to drive baseline, and loses the ball out of bounds to the Blue Eagles. Or excuse me, to the Blue Tigers. E.J. Betts re-enters for Lincoln Prep. Nathan Perry heads to the sideline for Central. Israel Randall hands off to Betts. Betts hands off to Randall. Back to his brother, Israel Randall. Drives, kicks out to his brother, Jeremiah. Open three, and Lincoln Prep's on the board. Jeremiah Randall cuts the lead in half, and it's 6-3 with 3:11 here in quarter number 1. Morton to Goldsby, drives, kicks out. LaDrew Jackson, open three, and we're going to have a jump ball possession as the ball got stuck on the backside of the rim. Israel Randall, the sophomore guard, showing his ups, getting the ball free. And here come the Blue Tigers. 6-3 Central leads. Betts on the wing, swings across court. Randall, another open three. Jeremiah Randall can't make that one, and a defensive rebound by DeJuan Norton as Central flexes their muscles on the glass once again. Goldsby drives down the middle of the lane. His floater no good. Harmon gets the rebound for the Blue Tigers and outlets to E.J. Betts. E.J. Betts guarded by Goldsby. Gives it to Israel Randall. Israel Randall, his three short. And the ball tipped out of bounds by Taskett Walker as the ball will stay with Lincoln Prep. Taskett Walker heads to the bench as DeMarcus Hawkins re-enters. And DeJuan Norton gets his first break today as Nathan Perry comes in for him. Randall to the corner. Jeremiah Randall tries to get it out to Israel Randall. Stolen by King Goldsby, but he bounces the ball on the sideline as he tried to break away, and it stays with Lincoln Prep. E.J. Betts, guarded by Jackson, drives middle of the lane, tries to hand off to Jefferson, misses. Israel Randall gets it, throws it to his brother in the corner. Jeremiah misses the three. Rebound by LaDrew Jackson, throws it up ahead, intended for Deontay Morton, and broken up by a sprinting Jeremiah Randall. A Justin Pearson, Torrin Thomas coming back in as Chris Harmon and Ja'Shawn Jefferson head to the bench. And we're going to get an offensive foul away from the ball on DeMarcus Hawkins, his first personal third team foul on Central. I didn't see it. Might have been a moving screen away from the ball on the far corner. Regardless, it is Lincoln Prep ball. E.J. Betts at the top of the key, defended by Goldsby and Jackson. Randall swings it to his brother, drives baseline, picks up his dribble, throws it out to E.J. Betts, and Lincoln resets. Pearson on the wing, back to Betts. Randall open three. Jeremiah Randall, another three for the senior. And we have a tie game here, 6-6. 1:20 left here in the first quarter as Lincoln Prep sets up the press. Central breaks it. King Goldsby drives the lane, loses his footing, gives it out to Perry. Perry to Morton. Morton an open three. No good, but another offensive rebound by the Blue Eagles. Brought down by LaDrew Jackson. He kicks out to Nathan Perry, who hits a three for the Blue Eagles. More second chance opportunities for the Blue Eagles as Lincoln Prep having a problem boxing out and getting those rebounds. A traveling call on the other end on Lincoln Prep gives the ball to Central, who leads 9-6 with under a minute to go in quarter number one. Deontay Morton brings it up the court. Norton to Perry to Jackson in the corner. Morton swings it to Perry, back to Jackson in the corner. Tries to get it inside to DeJuan Norton, who was posting up the smaller Ja'Shawn Jefferson. But good hands, active hands, by a Justin Pearson, the Lincoln Prep junior. Deontay Morton open three in the corner. That one just long. Another offensive rebound by DeMarcus Hawkins. That layup no good. And Ja'Shawn Jefferson comes. Again, second chance opportunities for the Blue Eagles. And that could spell trouble for Lincoln Prep if they can't figure out how to box out and get those rebounds on the defensive end. Deontay Morton brings it up the court. Stolen, knocked away by E.J. Betts. Going back the other way, it's 5-on-4. And at the buzzer, the shot was late. It did not go in anyway, but at the end of the first quarter, it's Central 9, Lincoln Prep 6. A fast-paced quarter, not very high scoring, but the story of the first quarter, offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities for the Blue Eagles. The foul count is 3 on Central, 0 on Lincoln at this point. Deontay Morton with 4 for Central. DeJuan Norton has a pair, and Nathan Perry with 3. On the Blue Tigers side, it is all Jeremiah Randall as he's hit 2 3-pointers to give life into Lincoln Prep. It'll be Central ball to start the second quarter as the jump ball possession when the ball got stuck on the rim went to Lincoln. And Tim Wooden in for the first time today, the freshman, guarded by a Justin Pearson, drives middle of the lane, kicks out to Hawkins, 3 in the corner, long, offensive rebound again by DeJuan Norton. Good move on the baseline, his layup no good, and Ja'Shawn Jefferson grabs it for Lincoln Prep. Gives it up ahead to Pearson. Pearson drives, spins, kicks it to Torrin Thomas in the corner. Thomas's 3 no good. Rebound by Deontay Morton, and here come the Blue Eagles. Swings it to Hawkins. Picks up his dribble, and Tim Wooden resets. Hawkins, no foul called as Torrin Thomas kept verticality according to the refs. Ja'Shawn Jefferson all the way. Layup good for the senior. And it's 9-8 as Ja'Shawn Jefferson goes coast to coast with that ball. Tim Wooden bringing it up for the Blue Eagles. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Wooden drives. His shot no good. Rebounded by Torrin Thomas. And he throws it away to Morton. Morton gives it to Relaford, and Relaford a good move, driving to the basket for a pair. Jeremiah Randall, guarded by Relaford, drives it up, kicks it to E.J. Betts. Pearson in the corner. Gives it to Jefferson. Jefferson thought he got fouled. Looked like he just kind of threw up a jump shot. Rebounded by Central. Up ahead to Deontay Morton. Morton tried to draw a foul. Nothing called there. And Thomas gives it up ahead to E.J. Betts. Betts drives. Again, he thought he got fouled by Morton. No call there. Jefferson's put back no good. And Central going to call a timeout. Coach Campbell calls a timeout as it looked like both teams playing a little bit out of control, and Campbell wants to talk it over with the Blue Eagles. 11-8 as each team now using a 30-second timeout. Central continuing to dominate both the offensive and defensive glass, but they have missed multiple second chance opportunities to try and extend their lead. Jaden Washington, the freshman, enters the game for the first time for Lincoln Prep as they set up their full court press. Deontay Morton to inbound. Gives it to Relaford. Back to Morton, who brings the ball up the court, defended by a Justin Pearson. Morton drives. We're going to get a foul called. Looked like feet got caught up as a Justin Pearson gets called for the foul. His first, and the first called on the Blue Tigers. Morton inbounds to Norton. Back to Deontay Morton, who gives it to King Goldsby, who sets up for the Blue Eagles. Drives the lane, pull-up jumper, and King Goldsby knocks it down. The sophomore, his first 2 of the game. Lincoln Prep wasting no time, pushing the ball up ahead, And we're going to get a basket and the foul. Torrin Thomas converts the basket, draws the foul, and heads to the free throw line to attempt the three-point play. Tim Wooden re-entering for Central as Deontay Morton heads to the sideline to get a breather. Thomas's free throw no good, rebounded by Relaford. Gives it to Hawkins. Gives it down low to Norton. Norton spinning, good verticality again by Torrin Thomas. First basket no good, but DeJuan Norton gets his own rebound and puts it back in for another two for the Blue Eagles. Thomas on the offensive end, no good. DeMarcus Hawkins with the rebound. And he gives it up ahead to Zaire Relaford. Central leads 15-10, under 5 minutes to go in the first half. And we're going to get a foul called on Jaden Washington. His first, second on the Blue Tigers. And Washington heads to the bench as senior Jeremiah Randall re-enters. And DeJuan Norton for the Blue Eagles heads to the bench as Taskett Walker comes in. Tim Wooden on the corner. Pulls it back out. Guarded by Pearson. And Pearson steals the ball. He's on a breakaway. King Goldsby trying to catch up. Pearson draws the foul and gets the bucket. Justin Pearson, the steal, the basket, and the foul. As it's called on King Goldsby, his second personal foul. As Pearson heads to the line for one. Pearson's free throw is pure, and the Blue Tigers cut the lead to 2. Tim Wooden brings the ball up the court for Central. Defended by Pearson. And another, we're going to get a jump ball. Pearson and Jayshon Jefferson split the screen. Trapped Wooden, and he had nowhere to go. Jump ball goes to the Blue Tigers, who have a chance to tie or take the lead. Three-pointer by Torrin Thomas, no good. Rebound by King Goldsby. Gives it ahead to Zaire Relaford. Relaford drives the lane, and we're going to get a foul on a Justin Pearson. Foul on the floor as Pearson picks up his second personal foul. Pearson heads to the bench as E.J. Betts re-enters. Relaford to inbound. Gives it to Taskett Walker, back out to Relaford. Good move, pull back, and the two-pointer falls for Zaire Relaford. Layup by Randall, no good. Ball out of bounds, goes to Central. As Nathan Perry checks back in for Central. Deontay Morton also re-entering as King Goldsby heads to the bench. And Lincoln is going to counter by bringing in Chris Harmon to give the bigger Torrin Thomas a break with DeJuan Norton on the bench. Relaford bringing it up the court. Drives as he gets on E.J. Betts' hips. Drives in the lane. Layup no good. Rebounded by Jefferson, and Lincoln Prep has a 5-on-3 advantage. Jefferson out to Betts. Betts swings it to Randall. Randall drives, and we're going to get a jump ball call as Nathan Perry grabbed the ball as Israel Randall was driving, and the possession arrow points to Central. Nathan Perry drives, no good. Rebound by Jefferson. And he goes coast to coast again, and another and one opportunity for Ja'Shawn Jefferson. Second time that Jefferson has gone coast to coast, as Central did not stop the ball. Foul called on Zaire Relaford, his second personal foul, and the sixth on the Blue Eagles. Jefferson's free throw good, and Lincoln Prep cuts the lead to 1. Morton and Relaford playing catch. Relaford gets it across court. Tim Wooden open layup. Floater is good for Tim Wooden. Good job by Central breaking the press as Tim Wooden gets his first 2 of the game. John Stuckey in for the first time for Lincoln Prep. Gives the ball to Jeremiah Randall at the top of the key. Defended by Morton. Drives the lane. His floater good, but is going to get waved off as they call an offensive foul and a charge by Jeremiah Randall. Lincoln sets up the press as Central makes some substitutions. King Goldsby back in, DeJuan Norton back in, and DeJuan Norton definitely the biggest man on the court right now. Morton gives it cross court to Relaford. Relaford spins, pulls back, 3, short, rebounded by Ja'Shawn Jefferson, who gives it up ahead to E.J. Betts. Betts is going to draw a blocking foul on Zaire Relaford, and I believe that's 3 on Zaire Relaford. Relaford heads to the bench. Stuckey in the corner, shot fake, drives the baseline. Shot blocked by DeJuan Norton, who gives it to King Goldsby, driving for the Blue Eagles. Good job by Jefferson to stop ball. And Central resets. Tim Wooden on the wing, pull up 3. Too long. And we're going to get a foul called on Nathan Perry. Never mind. The foul called on Lincoln's E.J. Betts. As he picks up his first and the 5th on the Blue Tigers. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're in the second quarter. Central leads 19-16. Deontay Morton. Good closeout by Jeremiah Randall. Morton wanted to take the 3, thought better of it when Randall was in his face. And Tim Wooden resets, gives it to Perry in the corner. Back to Wooden, guarded by E.J. Betts. Wooden to Perry. Perry, 3 in the corner, and his 3 is good. His second of the game, and he now has 6, and Central extends the lead to 6. Randall, Jeremiah Randall hits his 3rd 3 of the game. He has 9 as he answers. And we're going to get a timeout. Never mind, not sure what was called there. Lincoln Prep in the press, King Goldsby. Deontay Morton and Tim Wooden bringing it up the court. Wooden drives. Floater is good for the freshman. And we're going to get an offensive foul on the Blue Tigers. Foul called on Ja'Shawn Jefferson. And Central with a 5-point lead has the ball, trying to extend. Goldsby gives it up ahead to Morton. Back to Goldsby. And it crosses the halfway point. Morton, corner three. That one's short. E.J. Betts with the rebound. And he drives. Stolen by Nathan Perry. And one-on-one, Perry drives. His shot no good. Rebound by King Goldsby, who puts it back. And another second chance opportunity for Central. And we're going to get a timeout by the Blue Eagles, or excuse me, by the Blue Tigers, as Coach Glasgow calls a full timeout. 26-19 here in the first half. 43 seconds on the clock. They reset the clock to 43 seconds. Very well-distributed scoring by the Blue Eagles. Tim Wooden with 4, King Goldsby with 4, Perry with 6, Morton with 4, Norton with 4. For the Blue Tigers, Jeremiah Randall, the leading scorer in the game with 9. Justin Pearson has 3, Jefferson has 5, and Torrin Thomas added 2. Each team, 6 team fouls here in the first half. So even though there's only 43 seconds remaining, any fouls will lead to a 1-and-1 bonus opportunity. Biggest lead of the game for the Blue Eagles as it's 7. And we're going to get a cheap foul there on DeJuan Norton as he reached over the back. And that'll send Ja'Shawn Jefferson to the line shooting a 1-and-1 bonus.
Personal foul, number 15, Norton. That's his first. Team 7. At the line shooting a single bonus is number 22, Ja'Shawn Jefferson.
Campbell not happy with that, as Norton, if he just plays good, solid defense there, Jefferson has nowhere to go. But reaching over the back, trying to get the steal, sends Jefferson to the line. His first shot is good. .35 seconds left in the first half. Jefferson's second shot is good. And the Central lead is 5 as they bring it up the court. Turnover. DeJuan Norton couldn't handle the pass from Tim Wood, and Ja'Shawn Jefferson drives, kicks out to Betts, swings it to Jeremiah Randall. Deep 3 for Randall. Off the back iron, rebounded by DeJuan Norton, and here come the Blue Eagles. Pass up ahead to Nathan Perry, and he's going to get fouled by E.J. Betts. And Perry will head to the line for a pair of free throws. Good job by Central in transition there as Norton corralled the rebound from the long 3. Sent it up ahead and found Nathan Perry streaking to the basket. Perry makes the first free throw. 14.8 seconds remaining in the half. Perry's second free throw up and good. And Lincoln will try to get last shot here. Israel Randall guarded by Perry. Under 10 seconds to go. Randall drives. His shot no good, off the rim. Rebounded by Tim Wooden. Tim Wooden, a half-court 3 off the rim. It was good if it went in. And your halftime score, the Central Blue Eagles 28, Lincoln Prep 21. As we head to halftime, we're going to head to a graphic here as 10 minutes have been put on the clock for halftime. So we'll be back in roughly 9 minutes for more Interscholastic League basketball. And we're back for second half action here, as it will be Lincoln Prep ball to start the second half. Central with 5 players who have all scored 4 points. Tim Wooden, King Goldsby, Zaire Relaford, Deontay Morton, and DeJuan Norton, all with 4 points. Nathan Perry's added 8 on a pair of free threes and a pair of free throws. Jeremiah Randall, the leading scorer in the game for the Blue Tigers, with 9. Jayshon Jefferson added 7. Justin Pearson with 3. And Torrin Thomas with 2. E.J. Betts gives the ball to Pearson as the Blue Tigers start the third quarter. Pass to Randall, and we're going to get a foul called on Deontay Morton. It's going to be his second personal.
Personal foul on number 11. Deontay Morton is his second. Team's first.
Wooden, Relaford, Morton, Norton, and Hawkins, the 5 on the floor for the Blue Eagles. Betts, Randall, Pearson, Thomas, and Jefferson for the Blue Tigers. Randall directing traffic, defended by Morton. Pulls it back out, uses a screen by Jefferson. I thought we were going to get a potential foul on DeMarcus Hawkins. None called, but the ball stays with Lincoln Prep as Deontay Morton went to the floor. But was out of bounds as he touched the ball, and Morton heading off the court as something might have spasmed in his back as he went to the ground. Thomas drives on Norton, and we're going to get an offensive foul and a charge as DeMarcus Hawkins stood there and drew the offensive foul on Thomas. A turnover by the Blue Tigers. And Central, with their biggest lead of the game at 7, trying to extend it even more. Relaford, Goldsby. Goldsby drives, defended by Pearson, gives it to Wooden. Wooden to Norton, and Norton powers up a 2 and extends the Central lead. This time, Pearson draws a foul. I think that's going to be on Relaford, and it is on Relaford. I believe that's his 4th. Officially, I guess that is only his 3rd. As Pearson goes to the line for 2. Pearson makes the first. Second free throw up, and that is good. DeJuan Norton gives it to Relaford. Relaford guarded by Brett Betts, brings it up the court, and picked off by Jayshon Jefferson. Jayshon Jefferson driving the lane, Euro step, and layup good for Jayshon Jefferson as he has 9, and the lead cut to 5. Norton driving on Torrin Thomas, gets him on his hip, throws the ball to DeMarcus Hawkins. Hawkins layup no good, gets his own rebound and puts it back. DeMarcus Hawkins scores his first 2 of the game. E.J. Betts wasting no time, bringing the ball up the court, gives it to Torrin Thomas. Thomas could not corral it, heads to the floor, and a jump ball goes to Central. LaDrew Jackson in for the Blue Eagles, and Deontay Morton re-entering, as does Jeremiah Randall for the Blue Tigers. 32-25, 6:19 to go here in quarter number 3. Wooden, guarded by Pearson, gets it across half court, heads to the wing on the right-hand side. Tried to drop it into Norton on the pick and roll, but the Tigers defended it well. King Goldsby brings it back out. He drives the lane, kicks out to Jackson, who pulls it out. He drives lane, kicks it out to Wooden, and that pass stolen. Jeremiah Randall gives it up ahead to Justin Pearson, who gets an easy layup on the run out, and he now has 7 in the game. That pass, inbounds pass stolen, and Israel Randall for the Blue Tigers fouled on a layup, as a good sequence there for Lincoln Prep as they try to cut the lead. Randall, the sophomore, earned varsity minutes last year as a freshman, heads to the line, shooting 2. First free throw, no good, rolls out. Number 4, Nathan Perry, enters as LaDrew Jackson heads to the bench. And Israel Randall sets up for his second free throw. That one off the rim to the left, rebounded by Deontay Morton, gives it to King Goldsby. Defended by Randall. And Goldsby gives it out as Deontay Morton resets. 5:20 left in the third. Wooden uses the screen, drives, ball stripped away, out of bounds off of Tim Wooden as he touched the ball standing out of bounds, and the ball goes to the Blue Tigers. Wooden showing press as Randall gives it into Pearson. Pearson drives on Wooden, gets by him. Deontay Morton tries to stop the ball. Pearson finds Torrin Thomas. Good vision by Justin Pearson. And Thomas gets an easy 2 as the Blue Tigers pull within 3. King Goldsby, ball up ahead. He loses it. Jeremiah Randall tried to corral it. He loses it to Deontay Morton. Morton Euro step no good. Rebounded by Ja'Shawn Jefferson, who drives for the Blue Tigers. Jefferson swings it to Randall. Looked like the ball was poked away, but it went straight into the arms of an open Torrin Thomas, who gets another layup, and the Blue Tigers pull within 1. 32-31, 4:30 left here in quarter number 3, and Coach DeAndre Campbell calls the timeout for the Blue Eagles. We've got a full timeout as Torrin Thomas, a quick 4 points here in the second half, gives him 6 in the game. Pearson has 4 this half, giving him 7, as the Blue Tigers have gone on an 11-3 run here to start the third quarter. Looking way ahead in the game, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. The only real foul trouble to speak of is Zaire Relaford of the Blue Eagles, who is on the bench with 3 fouls. Morton inbounds to Tim Wooden. Brings it up the court, defended by Justin Pearson. Lincoln bench wanting a hook, no call. Torrin Thomas rebounds the missed 3 by King Goldsby, and Lincoln Prep has numbers. Torrin Thomas, the ball knocked away by Deontay Morton. Good hands there by the senior Blue Eagle, knocking the ball out of the way as Thomas was driving to the lane. Lincoln Prep looking to take the lead for the first time today, trail by 1 with 4:11 here in quarter number 3. Pearson gives it into Randall. A deep 3, and Randall, a 3 from NBA range, gives the Blue Tigers their first lead of the game, 34-32. Randall now has 12 in the game for Lincoln Prep. Wooden drives, good crossover onto Justin Pearson, tries to dish it down to DeJuan Norton, can't handle it. Israel Randall comes away with it, gives it ahead to Justin Pearson, and a Justin Pearson with an easy layup as he extends the Lincoln Prep lead to 4. Another turnover by the Blue Eagles, this one by Torrin Thomas, driving the lane. Thomas, his shot no good, rebounded by DeJuan Norton, gives it up ahead to Deontay Morton, and Central with the numbers. Deontay Morton, an easy layup and a quick 2 for Central. 36-34 as Deontay Morton now has 6. And a Justin Pearson flashing to the basket, kicks it out to Torrin Thomas on the wing. 3, no good. Rebounded by Morton, throws it up ahead to a wide open King Gouldsby. And a great defensive play, great defensive effort there by Jeremiah Randall, the three-point specialist, swiping the ball away as Gouldsby was heading in for a layup. We're going to get a 30-second timeout charged by the Blue Tigers. A quick back and forth third quarter so far as Lincoln Prep took their first lead of the game here. Deontay Morton's layup cut it to 2. Lincoln Prep just 2 timeouts remaining in the game as there's 3:09 left here in quarter number 3. Deontay Morton takes the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Gives it to Hawkins, open 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound by DeJuan Norton as Central continues to dominate the offensive glass. Stolen there by Israel Randall. Randall guarded by Relaford. Relaford with 3 fouls has to be a little careful out there. Ja'Shawn Jefferson at the high post gives it to Chris Harmon. Kicks it out to Pearson, who's guarded by Tim Wooden. 2:40 left here in quarter number 3. Pearson dribbles into the corner and back out. Gives it to Randall. Again guarded by Relaford. Dribbles into the corner, drives baseline, and we are going to get a foul called on Zaire Relaford, and that's number 4 on the senior. Relaford heads to the bench as King Gouldsby checks back into the game. Smart play there by a Justin Pearson, driving on Relaford, knowing he's in foul trouble. Good block there by Deontay Morton. Ja'Shawn Jefferson headed to the basket. Good block by Morton. And Lincoln gets an offensive rebound there after a missed 3 by Jeremiah Randall, but a traveling call on Chris Harmon turns it over to the Blue Eagles. 36-34, Lincoln Prep leads. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tim Wooden drives the lane. His shot, no good, off the rim. Rebounded by Ja'Shawn Jefferson, and Jefferson comes out driving hard. Kicks it out, Randall. Shot fake, drove. Rebound by DeJuan Norton, and we're going to get a foul called on Ja'Shawn Jefferson. He tried for the tie-up, but Norton, too strong down low, draws the foul. Deontay Morton inbounds to King Gouldsby. And Tim Wooden brings the ball up the court for the Blue Eagles, guarded by a Justin Pearson. Hawkins shot fake on the 3. Dribbles to the left and hits his first 3 of the game. And Central reclaims the lead, 37-36. Jefferson on the wing gives it to Thomas, who pulls it out. And Jeremiah Randall resets for the Blue Tigers as Coach Glasgow barks instructions from the sideline. Jefferson to Randall, and we're going to get a traveling call on Torrin Thomas in the corner. Looks like he might have switched pivot feet as soon as he got the ball. Central, under a minute to go here in quarter number 3, looking to extend their lead. They've led by as many as 9, trailed by as many as 4. And we're going to get a defensive foul called on a Justin Pearson. Pearson asking for a hook foul as he thought Tim Wooden hooked him, to no avail. As the defensive foul called on Pearson, it's his 3rd, and he heads to the bench as the EJ Betts re-enters. DeJuan Norton drives hard to the basket. He gets another 2. He has 8 in the game, and Central's lead extended to 3. EJ Betts brings the ball up the court. Ja'Shawn Jefferson at the high post gives it out to EJ Betts. Torrin Thomas at the top of the key. He drives, pull-up jumper, short. Rebound by DeMarcus Hawkins, gives it up ahead to Tim Wooden. Wooden driving and finishes strong. And Central lead increases to 5. EJ Betts swings it to Jeremiah Randall. Randall at the buzzer, no good as it's short. And Central, who saw their 7-point halftime lead turn into a 4-point third quarter deficit, has reclaimed the lead and increased it back up to 5 as we end the third quarter and head to the final quarter here at Central High School on senior night. In a game reset, Central 4 team fouls here in the second half. Lincoln Prep with 3. The only foul trouble in the game, Justin Pearson of the Blue Tigers with 3 fouls, and Zaire Relaford of Central with 4 personal fouls. Lincoln Prep will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. As Jeremiah Randall's going to take the ball out of bounds and give it in to EJ Betts. Betts, Randall, Thomas, Pearson, and Jefferson on the court for the Blue Tigers. Wooden, Goldsby, Morton, Norton, and Hawkins for the Blue Eagles. Pearson swings it to Randall. Randall picked up his dribble, gives it to the low post. Jefferson, good post move by Ja'Shawn Jefferson, and he now has 11 in the game. And Lincoln cuts into the lead as it's down to 3. Really good possession there by Lincoln, getting the ball into the low post despite having more size on the Central lineup. A Justin Pearson, a steal, a layup, defended by Tim Wooden, but a Justin Pearson turns defense into offense, and Lincoln cuts the lead to 1. Tim Wooden brings the ball up the court, again defended by Pearson. Pearson, a stout defender all year for the Blue Tigers. Wooden drives, gets by, and a layup missed, but an offensive rebound by DeJuan Norton. He has 10 in the game as the Blue Eagles continue to dominate the glass. Ja'Shawn Jefferson answers with a 3. He has a game-high 14 right now, and Lincoln has tied the game. The first tie all day, as we have had 2 lead changes, and now with under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, we have our first tie of the game. Pearson, Randall, and Jefferson all in double digits for the Blue Tigers. The only other Lincoln Prep player who has scored today is Torrin Thomas, who has 6 points. Everything else has been Randall, Pearson, and Jefferson. A lot more balanced attack by the Blue Eagles, as they have 7 players who have scored, 7 players all with more than 4 points. Wooden gets by Justin Pearson again. Another offensive rebound by DeJuan Norton, as they've been running that pick and roll. Norton rolls to the basket. Lincoln Prep has been defending the roll, but it's been allowing Wooden to get to the basket. He has not converted the layups, but DeJuan Norton has been there every time to get an offensive rebound and a putback. This foul on Torrin Thomas is his 3rd personal, as Norton hits the first of 2 free throws to give Central a 1-point lead. And he hits the second, as he now has 12 in the game, and Central leads 45-43. Pearson gives it to Randall. Randall swings it to his brother, Jeremiah, on the wing. Back to Israel. Pearson gives Thomas in the high post. Israel Randall, open 3 on the wing, and Randall hits from 3 as he scores his first points of the game, and Lincoln Prep reclaims the lead 46-45. 6 minutes to go here in the game. A win by Lincoln Prep would give them a 2-game advantage over the Blue Eagles in the Interscholastic League standings. A win by Central would put them even in a first-place tie. We're going to get a foul here called on the floor. It's called on DeMarcus Hawkins, just his 2nd foul, 5th on the Blue Eagles. Israel Randall swings it to Pearson. Back to Israel at the top of the key. And Pearson brings it around. Central in a zone defense. Lincoln moving pieces around as Jeremiah Randall cutting baseline. He has an open 3, but we're going to get an offensive foul called on Torrin Thomas, an illegal screen. And that's going to be foul number 4. Excuse me, I had that one wrong as well. It's his 3rd personal foul. As Tim Wooden brings the ball up the court for the Blue Eagles, looking to reclaim the lead. Torrin Thomas with the steal, driving. Lincoln does not have the numbers, and a Justin Pearson pulls it out. Jeremiah Randall, pull-up jumper, deep 2, good for Jeremiah Randall, as he has 14 for the Blue Tigers, who extend their lead to 3. Tim Wooden again defended by a Justin Pearson. Central with the pick and roll. Again, Wooden drives, kicks out to King Goldsby, and we're going to get another foul on the defensive end here on Lincoln Prep. I believe it's going to be called on Israel Randall, and it is his 1st personal. 6th team foul on the Blue Tigers. 5 team fouls on the Blue Eagles. So the next Lincoln Prep foul will send Central to the line for a 1-and-1. Morton throws it deep to Wooden. Relaford back in the game for Central with 4 fouls. Wooden kicks it to Relaford on the wing, gives it to Hawkins in the corner. Hawkins down low to Norton. Back to Wooden, his 3 no good. Offensive rebound by Deontay Morton. His shot no good. And we're going to get another offensive rebound by Central and DeJuan Norton, who puts it back up and in. 3 second chance opportunities there for the Blue Eagles as Lincoln Prep still struggling to force a one and done. Pearson drives, pulls it back out, and we're going to get a traveling call. He tried to split the double team, lost control of the ball, and called for a traveling. (49-49). Jay-Sean Jefferson with the rebound, drives it up the court. His shot blocked by Tim Wooden, rebounded by Deontay Morton, and the Blue Eagles coming back the other way. Morton drives all the way to the basket. His shot no good. Good defense by the Blue Tigers, not fouling. And Randall now driving for the Blue Tigers, gives it to Jefferson. Jefferson, fall away jumper, and he gets another two. And Lincoln Prep leads by, sorry, they keep changing the scoreboard here. It is 51-48, Lincoln Prep. And a 30-second timeout for the Blue Eagles. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining in the game as we've got 3:21 left on the clock. Jay-Sean Jefferson with 16 points. He's been averaging 17 the last few weeks. And he has 16 in tonight's game. Justin Pearson for the Blue Tigers with 11. And Jeremiah Randall with 14. DeJuan Norton having a great second half here for the Blue Eagles as he has 14 points in the game, 10 of which coming here in the second half. Central had a 5-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. Lincoln Prep outscoring them by 8 here in the 4th quarter. There's still 10 seconds on the timeout clock as they started the clock late, so they're waiting for that clock to get reset. Game clock's at 3:21, and here we go. Tim Wooden defended by Pearson, gives it down low to DeJuan Norton. Norton drives to the basket, layup no good. Offensive rebound by DeMarcus Hawkins. His shot no good, but he will head to the line to shoot 2. Torrin Thomas picks up his 4th personal foul, as again, Central dominating the glass. Story of the game, as they've had numerous second chance opportunities, third chance opportunities. Hawkins hits the first free throw. (51-49). Hawkins' second free throw up. No good. Rebounded by Torrin Thomas. Gives it to Pearson, who brings it up the court. Under 3 minutes to go. Pearson with the ball. I keep checking the scoreboard. The scoreboard here at Central reads 51-48. Jump ball goes to Central. 2:30 left in the game. Lincoln Prep with 1 timeout remaining. Central with 2 timeouts. Actually, I think 48 is correct. That's what my math is as I add up all the points. Nope. Yeah, 48 is what I have. That should be accurate as we stop play and they reconvene. I think the scoreboard was wrong earlier when it said Central had 48. It should have been 47, and that free throw by Hawkins gives them 48. So they're meeting at the table to discuss. It should be 51-48. According to my math, and the book agrees the score is correct, 51-48. It was incorrect earlier before Hawkins' free throw, but it is correct now. 2:30 left in the game. Lincoln Prep leads by 3. Justin Pearson inbounding for the Blue Tigers. Gives it to Jefferson, gives it back to Pearson. As Lincoln Prep with a 3-point lead, trying to extend as they run clock here in the fourth quarter. Central's bench giving defensive cheers as Hawkins. Morton strips the ball from Randall, but in his effort to get the loose ball, fouls. It's his third foul, the 6th on the Blue Eagles. So both teams in the bonus. The next foul will be a 1-and-1 opportunity. The score is accurate. It was incorrect earlier. The Hawkins free throw did make it 48 as Pearson drives. Hawkins right under the basket, draws the charge as a Justin Pearson picks up his 4th foul, and Central takes over, trailing by 3, 2 minutes to go. Again, the score is correct now, 51-48. It was incorrect before the Hawkins free throw. The official book, agreed with the scoreboard as it was incorrect earlier. Morton open 3 at the top of the key, no good. And rebound by a Justin Pearson. Good box out as Zaire Relaford tried to get the offensive board, but Lincoln finally gets a one-and-done opportunity. Pearson swings it out to his brother in the corner. Jeremiah Randall's 3 no good. Zaire Relaford with the defensive rebound, and here comes the Blue Eagles with 1:30 to go in the game. We're going to get a foul on the floor. A smart foul by Israel Randall, committing it before Zaire Relaford had the chance for an easy layup, and Relaford heads to the line for a 1-and-1. 1:23 to go. Relaford misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and we're going to get a foul on the Blue Eagles. I believe that's going to be on Tim Wooden, and Jeremiah Randall will head to the line. I thought it was going to be called on Wooden. They call it on Deontay Morton. That's his 4th personal foul. And it's Jefferson heading to the free throw line, not Randall. Jefferson's first free throw is good as he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line today. And Lincoln Prep extends their lead to 4 with 1:22 to go. Jefferson's second shot is pure. And the Blue Tigers lead by 5, and the Blue Eagles are going to look to score quick. Tim Wooden, defended by Pearson, uses the screen, gives it to Norton, and back out. 1:12 to go. Wooden with the ball at the top of the key, loses it. Justin Pearson goes to the floor, and Pearson's going to have the ball and a timeout granted to Lincoln Prep. Coach Glasgow quick on the timeout call, and it's granted as Justin Pearson went to the floor, and Lincoln Prep gets the ball. It is Lincoln Prep's final timeout and a full timeout, so Lincoln Prep with no more timeouts will need to make sure that they take every opportunity to not get caught in a trap and not call a timeout. Jay-Sean Jefferson with a game high 18 points currently, as Lincoln Prep has turned what was a 5-point deficit into a 5-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Wooden, Relaford, Perry, Morton, and Norton, the 5 on the court for Central. Randall, Pearson, Randall, Thomas, and Jefferson, the 5 on the court for Lincoln Prep. 1:05 left in the game. Inbounds to Jay-Sean Jefferson, defended by DeJuan Norton. Jefferson driving, kicks it to Torrin Thomas. Double team late. Gives it to Pearson as Lincoln continues to run clock. Another double team. This one split. Justin Pearson drives. Hard foul by Deontay Morton. That's going to be his 5th personal foul, as Deontay Morton has fouled out in the game. And Justin Pearson will head to the line shooting 2. King Goldsby coming in for Morton. Pearson's first free throw is good. 45 seconds left in the game. Pearson's second shot is up, and that is good, as Lincoln Prep has shot really well from the free throw line today. Layup no good by Tim Wooden, rebounded by Torrin Thomas, gives it up ahead to Israel Randall. Randall throws it ahead to Jefferson, and we're going to get a jump ball. Good defense there by Nathan Perry, getting a jump ball, and possession arrow goes to the Blue Eagles. 29 seconds to go. Lincoln Prep leads 55-48. King Goldsby, defended by Israel Randall, drives, kicks it out, loses the ball, but it stays with Central. 24 seconds to go. Coach Glasgow for the Blue Eagles yelling for his team not to foul. Zaire Relaford takes the ball out of bounds under the baseline, gives it to DeJuan Norton, who gives it to Tim Wooden with 20 seconds to go. Wooden pulls up a 3. That shot no good. Offensive rebound by Norton. Norton goes up on his own. His shot is good. And a quick timeout by Coach Campbell and the Blue Eagles, as the lead is cut to 5. 12.7 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard still says each team has 1 timeout remaining. I thought Lincoln was out of timeouts, but the scoreboard still says they have 1. I'm not sure if they do. Jay-Sean Jefferson gets the inbounds, fouled. Foul's called on LaDrew Jackson, and Jefferson will head to the line shooting a 1-and-1. 11 seconds remaining in the game. Jefferson's first shot is good, as he has been perfect from the free throw line, 6 for 6 today. Jefferson's second shot is good, a perfect 7 for 7 in the game today for the senior. Tim Wooden's shot no good. Long rebound by King Goldsby with 2 seconds. He throws up a 3. That no good. And your final score. Lincoln Prep 57, Central 50. As the Blue Tigers sweep Central on the year. And that is all for us from Central High School. 57-50, your final score.